Hey, good morning, Roman. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a crazy morning, guys. Taking kids to school today like I do every morning.
Yeah.
And my son just threw up everywhere in the car.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
pulling over in the middle of traffic, it's all right, though. I'm alive. Nobody's hurt. My son is not going to school anymore, so we're good.
Do we need to reschedule this one?
No.
All right, let's roll.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, we're good.
Ever since Alabama got worked,
rolling skin. You know what I mean?
ever since Alabama got worked on at T-Town, it's just so much harder to get in touch with Roman. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
You know what? The trolling has not stopped either, and it's like now it's just more people. And I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous. I don't even know if I want us to go to the playoffs because I'd rather us just go to a normal bowl game and just give them.
Yeah, just work him.
So, Ro, everybody around the country feels terrible, obviously.
Boosting the recruitment, all those other things.
Sorry, we weren't interrupting you, Ro. You broke up for a second. But, yeah, we all feel terrible for Tua, obviously, and we wish nothing but the best for him in the future.
Hey, guys, you guys went out for a second. I got all bars. What's good?
You got us? Can you hear us? Oof.
Oh, wow.
Clean this up, Rivers.
This radio segment is the equivalent of a child throwing up in the backseat of your car.
Yeah.
That is, we'll try to get retouch with Ro there as we preview Saints-Panthers on Sunday. Jordy, how do you feel about Kyle Allen?
I was high on Allen at the beginning of the season, and once you become the man, it's a little different.
Yeah, right? I mean, look, I think that Green Bay game, I was a hater on him. The Green Bay game, he does great. He throws 4 picks last week. He's young. He's a second-year quarterback, right? It's kind of like Mason Rudolph. He's got a ways to go. Let's see what Ro has to say about it.
Ro, how do you feel about Kyle Allen?
I think Kyle Allen's a good guy. I've met him. Look, he's obviously a young quarterback making a lot of mistakes right now. He's on pace to have a lot of turnovers just for the season. I mean, that's not good complementary winning football. So, they have to be better. But also, as a team, you need to sit back and realize what wins for you as a team. And that's taking care of the football for Carolina Panthers, playing great defense, forcing turnovers defensively. They haven't won a game this year where they haven't forced 3 to 4 turnovers.
Whoa.
So if you know that going into it, you got to force turnovers, and you got to be careful with the ball. It's not like you want Kyle Allen driving back 35 times. That's not a winning equation for this team. It has not won for them one time all year long. So I think before we just start pointing fingers at this individual, or that one, let's really take a step back, look at ourselves in the mirror, and who are we as a team? You know what I mean? I know you are what your record is in the NFL. I don't care all the talent in the world. You are what your record is. So this is a 500 team. In those games that they've won, they forced turnovers defensively. They've been great offensively, getting a short field, scoring and converting off of that. And then you look up, if they don't force turnovers defensively, they don't win those games. They haven't won one yet.
We're talking to Roman Harper, Super Bowl champ, NFL warrior. And, Ro, you played, obviously, for multiple years for both the Saints and the Panthers. So, there's nobody better to speak about this game with. And if I were to ask you, how would you compare these two franchises?
Well, right now it's a little bit different too. All right, so let's start with cities. All right, because I want to answer this to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
Let's start with cities. All right, Charlotte's banking, some other big industries. NASCAR is another really huge thing here. They have two of the. They got football, NFL. They also have the Hornets here in basketball. You look at New Orleans, they have all those things. It's more of a party atmosphere. Look, let's be honest here. I can't go and hang out on Tuesday and Wednesday night in Charlotte, North Carolina, and think I'm going to have a humping night. That's just not happening.
Yeah.
All right? But New Orleans, I can get that in 7 days a week, just depending on where you want to go. Uptown, French Quarter, Warehouse District. It's up to you. So that part of it, I say New Orleans is way more fun, way more things going on. Opportunity when it comes to jobs, things like that, Charlotte is where it's at. When it comes to the football team, I think it's just a different ownership group right now in Carolina, so it's a little hard for me to speak upon. When I was there under Mr. Richardson, who's more of a closed door, more of a reserve type guy, where they said those same things about Mr. Benson when I first got to New Orleans. But by the end, we were winning so much, the pocketbook was wide open. It was like, "Look, man, you got it.
Let's make it right.
We'll take that basketball team too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, hey, we'll basketball team, too. The money was just rolling. So it was like whatever plane you want, whatever, you know what I mean? It's just a different type of feel. Where now you look at some of the Carolina Panthers and Mr. Tepper, who all of a sudden now they have a social media influence. They have other ways they're really trying to be more cutting edge when it comes to all the development side and all the what do you call it when they're like paying money to like put their
investing
logo on something? Yeah, investing or putting their logos on everything.
Sponsorships,
branding.
Yeah, branding, things of that nature. I think it's been a really big change in a really quick way. And this guy Tepper, he's coming in with a big pocketbook and he wants results right now. And he doesn't owe anybody on this team anything. He's just so here shortly that he doesn't owe Coach Rivera anything. He doesn't owe Marty Herney anything. So these are all the things that he kind of came into. And I think at some point he's going to want to put his own footprint on this organization.
And so kind of right in line with that, Ro, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, even though he's not going to play Sunday, what is the kind of long-term view of Cam Newton?
I'm looking forward to, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Cam may need a change of scenery. I think it can kind of reset the whole mindset.
No doubt.
I think it did great for me when I left after 8 years in New Orleans. Look, I didn't want to leave, but when I left, all of a sudden now I had a new chip on my shoulder. And sometimes as an athlete, that can be the best thing, where now you feel doubted, you feel like the world's against you, and you get back into that corner, you come out swinging. Next you know, I'm a better player. I'm more invested in not only in my football craft, my family life. I'm just a little bit more humbled. I'm a little bit more taken back. And not only that, I look at it as purely a business form too. I thought all these people loved me, and I thought they had my back, and I knew they drafted me and da-da-da-da. And you look up, and the first time that they have a chance to replace you or move on from you, that's what they do. And all of a sudden it kind of shades it takes the blinders off of what the NFL and that logo with each team really shows you what they truly are, which is it's a business. So now you start to take all the personal feelings, because that's all you've ever had your whole life is personal feelings to football. You've loved it since you were young. You played it in college where you had great teammates and you loved all those guys, and you're there 3 to 4 years, and you think the same thing in the league, but it's not. It's a business.
Yeah.
So now you start to put on your business pants and your business eyes every day, understanding I'm coming in to handle my business, and if you're not trying to help me improve my business, then I'm not really trying to hang with you, or I'm not trying to work with you. So, and I think sometimes that kind of happens, and nature is what it is, and nature kind of happens. It runs its course.
Sounds like little Harp needs you more than we do this morning, Roman. Give me one prediction and get back to him, man.
All right. I think the Saints will win this game. Pretty. Look, Carolina's not a confident team right now. They're not playing with a whole bunch of confidence from what I'm seeing. I need somebody to come out here and punch somebody in the mouth. If I'm Carolina, that's what I'm thinking. Somebody needs to come out here and do something early to get this team momentum. Because last week they laid an egg against Atlanta. The Saints came out 2 weeks ago, laid an egg against Atlanta. Came back against Tampa Bay, built back up that confidence. Looks like the team that we expect them to be.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say about New Orleans is I need them to continue to play great defense. If they can get after this quarterback and these tackles of this offensive line of Carolina, they're going to be successful defensively. But I want to see long term. The Saints can't focus on this. They can be focused on this game, but they got bigger plans. They're trying to get a 1 or 2 seed. You got to get a bye week in the playoffs. This is all about playoff positioning, not giving away games in your own division, and continue to implement your dominance. Not only that, but offensively, I need to see more explosive plays. They've been moving the ball methodically all year long, but I need to see some over-the-top plays. I need to see 30, 40-yard big gains to really try and shorten the field, because you're not going to be able to score methodically against every great team that you're going to have to face in the playoffs.
You're a pro, my friend. Thank you for the time this morning. Get your son healthy. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, guys. That's the ultimate compliment. Call me a pro.
Yeah.
How about the Tiger?